welcome back to Dungeon Command. We're having the Tyranny of Goblins versus the Curse of Undeath. And so at the beginning of the episode 3 here, we will be starting again with the Curse of Undeath. So let's go over to their area and get going. Alright, so what we do here at the beginning of the turn is we do the refresh step, which means we're going to untap any creatures, but they don't have any tapped creatures at the moment. And we're going to draw one command card. So they draw a command card and add that to their hand. Okay. And next we're going to activate creatures one at a time. So I'll just readjust the camera and we'll get to doing that. Okay, so the first creature that the Undeath player is going to activate is going to be the Warrior Skeleton. And Warrior Skeleton has a movement of 6. And so he is going to move 6 spaces. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is now adjacent to the wolf. And he's going to do an attack. He's going to do a melee attack, which if you see here does 20 damage. And he also has attached to him the magic sword. And says damage from this creature's melee attacks cannot be prevented. So we're going to tap the Warrior Skeleton. He is going to definitely do 20 damage to the wolf, and there's nothing the Hobgoblin player can do, or our Goblin player can do about it. 20 damage onto the wolf. The wolf only has 40 hit points, so he takes another 20 damage. He's going to be done. Okay, that's the Skeletal Warrior, and of course tapped for doing the attack. The next creature that the Undeath player is going to activate is going to be the zombie, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3 onto the treasure chest here, which will be revealed, and it is a 2. So 2 treasures go on here, and the zombie is going to use his tap ability to scavenge through the treasures, taking 1 of them, which means the morale is going to increase from Delta and Everett from 14 now to 15 morale. So that was good for the Undeath player. And last up is the Disciple of Caius. And he has a movement of 6. And what is he going to do? I think he's going to go, let's see here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right to this spot. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has a clear shot now, unfortunately, to the Goblin Archer, who is sort of hiding around this corner. And he is going to take a shot. And of course, he has a ranged attack, which will deal 20 damage in a range of 10. So he's got quite a distance he can shoot. So he's making a ranged attack against our little Goblin Archer, and that's going to do 20 damage, unless there is something we can do to prevent it, and I don't think we can prevent it. Or can we? Actually, we can do that. And so we're going to play Narrow Escape. It's a level 1. Dexterity is needed, and it says prevent 20 damage to this creature from one source. So as you can see, the Narrow Escape card, and it will actually work for our Goblin Archer, because our Goblin Archer is indeed level 1 and has the Dexterity trait. So our Goblin Archer not destroyed by using our Narrow Escape card. So nice try. All of the Undeath player's characters now are tapped, and so that is finishing up his activations. He didn't play any cards. So now he gets to deploy. So he's going to increase his leadership from 8 to 9. And he can deploy creatures if he wants to, or if he's able to. So right now he has 4 or 5. He has 7 leadership of creatures on the board. So he could deploy a level 2 or less, or 2 1s or 1 2. And he is not deploying anything. Alright, so now it's clean up. Resolve end of turn effects, draw back up to your creature hand, which he won't be doing, and untap your creatures. So he untaps all his creatures, and we're going to go right into the Goblin turn. Alright, so now it's the Goblin's turn, and the first thing we do is we would refresh any exhausted our tapped creatures, but we don't have any. And we draw then one command card, and we draw Forward the Horde, and it can be played by a character level 1 that has a charisma trait, and it shifts 3 squares. One allied creature shifts 3 squares, so that's something we can use. And now it is time to activate our creatures one at a time, and I think we will activate our, how am I going to do this? Let's activate the Hobgoblin Sorcerer first, and he is sitting on a treasure right now, but he is going to make, what are we going to do? Actually, he is going to move first. He's going to move off the treasure space. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not going to go adjacent to the skeleton, but he will then make a ranged attack against the skeleton, which is going to be doing 20 damage. So, do they have anything? Yes, they do. So he makes a ranged attack, which is going to tap him. And however, the Undeath player plays defensive advantage, and it's a level 2, can play it on a level 2 with Constitution, and the skeleton happens to be level 2 with Constitution ability. And it says, prevent 20 damage to this creature from one source. Draw an order card. So they were able to not take any damage, and they got to draw a command card on top of it. So that's not so good luck for us. All right, and sorry, I was slightly out of camera there. That was the Hobgoblin's turn. So let me just think a little bit here and come back and we'll activate. We have 4 more to do yet. Okay, and one thing I should mention, when you do use an immediate action, it taps the creature. So by the skeleton using the battle advantage, he is going to be tapped. So this skeleton now is tapped and will not be able to either dodge ranged shots if he's in cover, or be able to not take any more damage. So we have some more creatures to activate, and I am going to play a card. We're going to do the Hobgoblin Soldier right now, and I'm going to attach this card to him, which is Tough as Nails. It's an immediate action, which means it will tap him. He'll still be able to move, though. It says remove all cards attached to this creature, attach this card to the creature. It's basically this creature gains a 10 block, which prevent 10 damage when a source deals damage to this creature. So it gives him kind of a permanent buff, plus 10 blocking ability. So he is now tapped, and he still gets to move, though. 6 spaces. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to stay in this location. All right, next up we have the Wolf, which has 20 damage on him. He is going to, when you start next to an enemy character, your movement is 1. That's all you can move. So he is actually going to move 1. He's still adjacent to the skeleton, and he's going to attack the skeleton. Now, he has a pretty weak attack. He only does 10 damage, and so he will do 10 damage to the skeleton. And the skeleton can do nothing about it this time. He has 50 hit points down to 40. Now we have the Goblin Cutter. He has a movement of 6. So we're just going to move him 1, 2... I'm going to leave him, well, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just have him come right around the corner. Get ready. Maybe he'll draw some fire or what have you. All right. And lastly, we have the Goblin Archer. The Goblin Archer has a range of 5, and we can draw from this corner. He can shoot at the skeleton, but I think I'm going to move him first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this corner, and now I'll have him shoot a range of 1, 2, 3 at the skeleton. Of course, the skeleton's tapped, and his skeleton is going to take 20 damage from the range Goblin attack. Attacking is going to tap the goblin. The skeleton takes another 20 damage. Up to 30 damage, it only has 20 hit points left. If it takes 20 more, it will be eliminated. Okay, that is all creatures activated. And now we're going to be doing into the end phase for the goblins, which is a cleanup. Resolve end of turn effects and draw back up to your creature hand size. Oh, we didn't do deploy. Sorry. So we're going to go from 10 to 11 and deploy. I skipped deploy because I'm not going to be able to deploy anything because I have a level 3 Goblin Champion. I can only deploy level 2 or below right now, the level 5 Feral Troll and the level 6 Horned Devil. So I've got some big guys waiting to come out, and I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a 10. Sorry, I have 10 right now. Levels of creatures on the board, and I have an 11, so I could only place one more creature of level 1 out anyway. So I'm going to now untap all my creatures as the end of the effect of the turn. So they're all untapped again, and drop to my creature hand, which I already have. All right, I'll go back to the main board area here, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, so this is going to end off episode 3. We've had some damage done to our wolf, 20 hit points. We have damaged the skeleton here, 30 hit points, and it's tapped right now. And that's basically about the end of this turn. You can see our miniatures are now getting closer to one another, and things are starting to happen. And that's going to be it. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time for episode 4, when I'm sure we're going to see some casualties in the next episode. Again, thanks for watching.